Hello, thank you for joining me for the inventory count part 2 for the eyes and lips category. We're going to start with cream eyeshadows first. I'm going to let you know the number difference. I'm also going to include the average age of the products in each category. That is to help me personally to inspire myself to use some of my old makeup that I'm not touching otherwise. For cream eyeshadows, last year I had 15. I didn't use up any. I decluttered 4. 3 of the Maybelline Color Tattoo and 1 of the Urban Decay Glitter Eyeliner. So that burned the number down by 4, leaving me a count of 11 for this category. The average age for this category last year was 8.6. I think it's really high for cream eyeshadows. And after the declutter, the average age actually went up by 0.03. I think that is because the Urban Decay Glitter Eyeliner was a newer item. So decluttering that brought the age up a little bit more. I am hoping to finish 3 eyeshadows in this category in the upcoming year. One of them is going to be this gel shadow that is currently in my project pan. We shall see how that goes. Eyeshadow primer real quick. It's the same, didn't change at all. It's 8 last year, is 8 this year, and the average age is same to 7.4. Oh yeah, the way I'm calculating the age is based on today, regardless if the item is still with me or not. Okay, this is all the undepotable singles. Because I'm on no buy this year, you're gonna see a lot of the numbers go down in most of the categories, except for eyeshadow palette because I did break my no buy. You will see. I think everybody have a personal touch for their inventory. For me, I count my eyeshadows in cream eyeshadows, undepotable singles, and depotable singles, whether or not they have already been depotted or they're still in their original package. In general, the single eyeshadows are those eyeshadows that I see myself depotting at some point. And then there are small palettes and big palettes like this that even though they're depotable, I don't see myself depotting them because I like the package. Yeah. So for the single undepotable shadows, last year I had 18. I decluttered one of the Everyday Minerals shadow, and that bring the number down only by 1, leaving me a count of 17. And the average age last year for this group was 10.83, and that went down to 10.76 for now. I don't really have big plans for the upcoming year for this group. Hopefully I can finish at least 1 in this category. 2 will be better. The happy number I could aim for this category would be, it's hard, probably around 10. Small eyeshadow palettes, these are the eyeshadows that I'm not interested in depotting, and some of them are not depotable. For this category, there are some changes. I bought 2 at the very end of last year that didn't get included in the last year's count, so that's 2 in. And I used up 1 of the Gosh eyeshadow quads, and I decluttered 3. So the inventory count for this category went from 14 to 12, and the average age went from 9.1 to 7.5, which is almost a year and a half younger. And I am planning to work on this category even further in 2024. I would like to bring the number down to 10 for this category. But in general, I'm really happy about this category. Let's count single eyeshadows. There's a lot of movement with the single eyeshadow category because I really tried to work on my single shadows this year. Through my Used to Elimination project, I was able to declutter a lot of eyeshadows that I either didn't like or have duplicate shades with, like all those browns. Can you imagine? So I have 4 here and 8. So this is 21 shades. I was able to manage to depot some of my shadows, the ones in the Balm Mid Matte and also the Too Faced Quads, as well as the Stila in the Lights. They're everywhere. I try to group them in terms of color similarity because it helps me to spot eyeshadows for my elimination project. So on this side, it has 33 eyeshadows, and on the other side, it has 29 shades. So that's 83 for now. This is my Used to Elimination eyeshadow bank. These are the shadows that I'm planning to work on in the near future. There's 22 shades here. There's 105. And this is the only palette that I haven't depotted that I still want to depot because it's so big. And I don't have enough space for it yet. So there's 30 shades here. And so far I have 135. Also including this black eyeshadow from Stila that I had it somewhere else. And there are 7 singles here and 5 more singles here. That actually gives me a total of 148. The average age for this category went from 8.43 to 8.23, which I consider a big success just because I have a really large base for the single eyeshadows. And for this category, I would love to work further in the upcoming year to bring the number down to, I'll be happy with 120, but it'll be even better if I can bring it down to 100. The big palettes. At the end of last year, I had 5. Now I have 7. These 2 are new. This one I purchased at the very end of last year, and this one I purchased this year. So this is the item that I broke my no buy for. I don't buy anything else. Eyeshadow is that guilty pleasure for me. I'm still learning that about myself. The average age for this category last year was 7.2, and because these 2 are new, that brought the age down to 5.3 for this year. My happy number for this category, I don't really have any big plan for this category in the upcoming year. I don't think the number is going to go down for sure, but I'm also anticipating the number is not going to go up because I'm panning eyeshadows and also the project pan. Feel like I'm getting back to my collection, getting to know my collection. I feel fully satisfied with the eyeshadows I have. I don't think I have an urge to purchase any new palette in the upcoming year, and I am planning to pan one of the eyeshadow palette. I just haven't quite decided which one yet. Eyeliner. I feel like my eyeliner collection has shrunk. Pretty happy about that. Last year I had 12. Wow. Okay. And now I have 6. And out of that 6, 2 of them were used up. One of the Stila eyeliner, one of the Urban Decay liquid liner. Both of them through my project pan. Yay. And I decluttered for one of the Rimmel white, one of the Chanel beige, and 2 other liner. Either way, my goal for this category next year would be finishing up these 2 at least, and that will leave me 4 eyeliners, which is pretty good. Funny enough, and the average age for this category went from 9.1 to 9.2. Definitely because of the eyeliner I decluttered was newer. Getting rid of them brought the age up a little bit. I'm not too stressed about it at all because this is a very manageable number. I can stick with that. Mascara. This category almost had a total transformation in this year, or almost. I think only this 4 was in the previous inventory count, and all of this are new. I purchased these 3 mascara through a set from Costco, and I didn't want to part away with it. Yeah, I guess I also broke my no buy for that. Well, anyways, last year I had 9 mascara. Oh, great. I used up 2, I decluttered 2, and I purchased 5. Okay, I guess this one was also there. The average age went from 6.2 to 3 for this category. And because most of these mascara are new. I don't really follow any rules with mascara. I just use them until I feel like they're not good anymore. I can't imagine me finishing 5 mascaras next year. I'm hoping if I could finish 4 of this by next year and having this 6, which would be a little bit more manageable. This category didn't make sense to me how I just let it happen, because out of everything, I think mascara is the thing that actually do expire, and depends on the product, some of them actually dry up. For eyebrow products, I actually have 4. My Sephora eyebrow liner is in the car. Let's just pretend this clip is my Sephora eyebrow liner. Last year I had 4 too, but however, this is new. This is a brow gel from e.l.f. that I purchased at the very end of last year. So this was not included in the previous count. And I decluttered the Sephora eyebrow gel. So the number is the same, but the average age went from 5.5 to 5. Yeah, that is because this one's a little bit newer than the Sephora brow gel. And I also swapped the color tattoo from the correct one to the newer one. And I removed this one from the cream eyeshadow category. I might still use this one as an eyeshadow, but I feel like I will reach for it most for a brow pomade, and that's why it's in this category. Yeah, 4 is really good. I'm happy with 4. I might even expand my brow category a little bit in the next year. There's 1 or 2 brow products that I would like to try. I don't know yet, we'll see. This is a lip butter, lip balm, like lip moisturizer in a lipstick. I only have 1. Last year I had 4, including 3 of the Revlon lip butter. I used up 1 of the lip butter through project panning, and I decluttered that too, which leaves me this one from Topshop. The average age went from 9.5 to 9. Yeah, this lipstick is 9 years old. It's still very good, and I don't think I'll be using this one up in the upcoming year. because I have other lip products that I kind of have to prioritize first. Lip gloss. Real quick, this category didn't change. I had 8 last year, I have 8 now. Nothing new, nothing out. The average age for this category is 8.9. In the upcoming year, well, all of them are pretty much new, and I almost enjoy every single one of them. Except these two, I can sort of do without. So I'm trying to finish one of them in the upcoming year, and I'll be pretty happy with the rest. This is lip liner, lip pencil. I don't use lip liner, so let's just call this lip pencil. Last year I had 8. I decluttered one of the Rimmel lip pencil and I used up one of the Bite lip pencil. So that brought the number down by 2. Average age for this category didn't change. It went down by 0.02. I'm pretty happy having 6 in this category for as long as I feel I could use all of them. But I'm hoping I could finish these 2 in the upcoming year. This is a Bite lip primer. It's actually really good, but it's not a must for me, so I would like to use that up. Liquid lipstick. This category didn't change either. Nothing new, nothing out. This was the same ones I had last year and the same ones I still have. I attempted to declutter this one in my recent declutter video, but I brought it back obviously. The average age for this category is 7.1. I would like to use up 2 from this category, and my happy number for this category would be honestly 2, but my realistic goal for now is probably bring this category number down to 5. I can see myself decluttering this one next year. I think I was supposed to include this one in my declutter video, but I did not for some reason, and I would like to find out what that reason is. Lipstick. Oh my god, I feel really funny about myself right now because of these 3 samples that I still have, and I still want to give it a shot. Okay, for lipstick, last year I had 28. I decluttered 3 and that gives me 25 for today's count. The average age for this category actually went up from 8.14 to 8.16. My realistic happy number for this category for now is 17. My ultimate happy number for this category would be 12. So in the upcoming year, I can totally finish this 4 and maybe, a big maybe, 1 more. I don't know which one yet. That will bring the number down to 20. And we will see if in the next year or 2 I will be filling up for a declutter or not. For now, this is it. I had 318 items last year for the eyes and lips, but for this year the inventory count went down to 274. That's 44 items down, and the average age for all the eyes and lips products combined went from 8.4 to 8. That is a big success to me, given how little movement I feel like I had. However, the age is up there. If I'm gonna go on with the same rate I'm going right now, by next year the average age is gonna be 9. I'm gonna try my hardest to hit that number around 8. And I also like to say that the total eyeshadow shades that I have, last year I had 343, and this year, despite all the eyeshadow declutter, I somehow still managed to have 329. So I barely brought down the eyeshadow count by 10. I definitely want to work on that further in the upcoming year. That is pretty much what I got to say for this year's inventory count. I honestly feel very satisfied with what I have. I'm excited to have fun with them in the upcoming year. That being said, I don't think I'll be purchasing anything for those categories, except for the brows. I hope you enjoyed this inventory count, seeing how the numbers change. And definitely feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really hoping that I could reach 200 subscribers by end of January. And I would really appreciate if you could join. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. I will see you again. Bye bye.